always cold here at night, so
Yeah, well, that is the title of the stream. Baby, it's cold outside. And poof. Man, did you
oh
hear
shit,
about
we're
the
live.
Yeah, we are live. Did you hear about the pileup in Texas?
No, I did not. Oh, the 40 cars?
No, no. We're talking 100 plus vehicles
Oh, damn.
because Texans don't know how to drive in the rain
Like
or
rain.
rain or ice, by the way. Um, so yeah, it was an interesting first day. Every time we get like a downpour of contrarian weather, Texans have to learn that God is mightier than than machine.
Four-wheel drive does not equal stopping.
No, no, it does not. Your dualies will not save you.
Something like that.
And so
How
that's
many how many have died so far that you know of?
it was like 5 killed, 30 injured.
Um,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. So we have, of course, I think nearly the entire damn country is on weather alert for, winter has come. Uh, do you know where this sudden downshift has come from?
Yeah, North Pacific.
North Pacific. So the Eskimos have done their rain dance and cursing the rest of us.
Maybe. On the other hand, as a coastie, I can say this. We probably deserved it.
Well, I mean, Biden is president and hell is frozen over.
Yeah, well,
What?
there's that. And because, Hellroar and Mike had to hang people for a reason.
Wait, who had to hang people?
Hellroar and Mike, Captain Mike Healy of the Revenue Cutter Service.
Oh,
Yeah, he
uh-huh.
was he was the only federal presence in Alaska for something like 20 years. So
Uh-huh.
every time they'd catch a poacher, they'd bring him before him, and he figured, yeah, this guy really was a poacher. He'd hang him.
That's beautiful.
It is quite
I
appropriate.
mean, people don't know that poaching, like, we're not talking about just like, baby seals, although, the baby seal thing is kind of gross. But poaching, and especially if you're down here in Texas where I am, poaching includes, like, it's not just hunting exotic animals. Like, you can go onto someone's private property where they're like raising herds of cattle. If you kill and take one of those cattle, that is poaching. That is it's the theft
Yes.
of livestock. And so people do not understand how serious poaching actually is, not just for nature in general or like hunting without a license, but the actual theft of someone's living property is the definition of poaching. So if someone's caught poaching, yeah, uh, hang them high. So yeah, I'm
Well,
I'm
also the Alaskan poaching was what we today would call genocide. So,
oh
and that was
really?
the purpose. Oh yeah. It was to deprive the Eskimos of their food stocks so that they'd starve.
I don't think the Eskimos would take kindly to that, and they can live in that environment better than you can.
Yeah, but they didn't have 30 caliber rifles. Elroy and Mike did.
Oh
Just
my
saying.
gosh. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I guess it doesn't matter how many whale tusks you have if the other guy's got a rifle. So, baby, it's cold outside, and oh my goodness, the Carnal household is preparing rather studiously. I'm bringing in the firewood. We're getting ready to well, my wife calls it turtling. Like
Yeah.
we're just ready as soon as my weekend hits to just bunker down and relax because My God, it's fixing down in Texas to where the low is going to be 2, 3 degrees,
Jesus Christ. You're
and
dead.
well, thank God I'm not working during that time. Like at least I will be like on my days off. But my like we're expecting at least something around a foot of snow over the weekend, and that's insane. Especially when we get a little drizzle of snow and we get that ice on the road and we got 100 car pile up. Yeah, this is not the East Coast. We do not
Uh,
have we don't have the snow plows scraping the road every morning. No, no, no. We have quick fixes like road salt and whatnot. It's pathetic
so
because
when are y'all gonna figure out you need those ice plows?
when it's too late.
Oh,
Because to be perfectly honest, we only need them what once every 5 to 10 years. It's not an annual necessity. We have not learned our lesson.
clearly not. And
Oh, we've got so
but
runner's coming in.
oh, hey, runner.
Hey runner, how's it going?
Yo, I found the problem.
What's the problem?
People are using my internet craps out when people use their cameras with DuckGo, StreamYard.
When people use their oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Huh?
when
So
they
when
stream with their cameras.
yeah, he's talking about another and the last streams we've had where someone turns on their camera so you can see them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Apparently it kills runner's internet. So
I
uh,
live in Australia.
a place that apparently does not exist according to the flat earthers. Like
That flat
That
earthers
is
don't live in reality.
true.
Although
it's true, but
Terry Pratchett disputed your existence too, so I'm just saying.
Yeah,
who else disputed their existence?
Sir Terry Pratchett.
Terry Pratchett. Isn't
uh,
he like a
Sir Terry Pratchett.
okay? Isn't he like a sci-fi or fantasy author?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. I
Runner,
mean,
you got the reference, right?
uh, kind of. I know of Sir Terry Pratchett, but I haven't read his stuff.
Oh, I'm gonna have to flog both of you.
well, I mean, I'm just not. Look, my main consumption consists of well,
I'm just gonna have to flog you too.
no, there will be no flogging.
There will be flogging high now. But in the meantime, see, Runner can't appreciate the cold right now because he's in Australia where it's summer.
It's fucking hot at the moment.
Whew. Yeah, no, over here in the States, like I was just telling Mandatory, it's gonna be like in the single digits, like low single digits for our low this coming weekend, and I am not looking forward to it other than, turtling alone with the family, just bunkering up, getting warm, keeping the fireplace going,
Praying.
praying.
Better start praying.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to ask you what you specifically are praying for, but I mean, prayer in general should not ever be discouraged. So, uh, but what in particular should we be praying for at this time?
Break in the
Mandatory.
break
Hello.
the weather.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I'm conflicted on that. I really am, because interesting story. When I was serving my mission, I actually served in Texas because I was living in California. So I was a California boy sent to Texas to serve a
Ah,
2-year mission, and one of the talks that the mission president gave was back when Texas had one of the really bad hurricanes. Um, he said that a bunch of the area authorities for the church got together and said, "Gentlemen, we cannot deny the Lord the signs of his coming. However, what we can do is that he diminish their power and effect." And as this Category 5 hurricane was coming towards the shores of Texas, apparently, once it hit the shore, it shot back down to like a Category 1 um, on that particular occasion. So it is possible. It is definitely on the table. But the question now is, do I want the Lord to diminish the effect of his wonders? Because I'll be honest, this whole COVID bullshit is I don't even consider it to be a sincere plague, because I don't see bodies on the side of the road. Like I don't hear the bell, bring out your dead. And
Okay,
I'm
so
not.
this live stream just got yeeted.
Oh, did you
bring out your
apparently,
dead. Ding
yeah.
ding.
I got a notification, guys, and it said that the Carnal's first 2021 stream that was taken down for reasons that
Oh
they did
fuck.
not give. Yeah, I don't even know why. They did not tell me. We got a comment
Right.
from Alfredo. Praying is usually okay, but conservatives take religion as an alternative to actually doing something about what's going on. Amen.
What are you
Uh,
smoking there, Alfredo?
no. He's not wrong. There is a tendency among the religious to get on their knees and stay there rather than getting up and doing something about it. Because I don't know if many people know this, but we do have a saying in the church that pray like it all depends on God, then get up and do as if it all depends on you. Because if you don't, what the hell is God going to do for you? Um,
He'll let you die.
ex- pretty much.
Right now, I'm doing something actually, which is
You
part of
want
the
to,
reason why my camera's off.
yeah, you want to share that, or do you just want to let the audience wonder?
Oh, I'm working on my gear for when the shit hits the fan.
All right,
Ah,
This I can
getcha.
even tell you, I'm working on my gloves.
nice.
Yep.
Yeah,
Ah,
the victory favors the prepared. Let's just put it that way.
Hmm.
the the good Lord helps those who helps themselves. That is a truism. So what else is going on in y'all's world? Because over here it's fucking winter. Like it is
It is.
so fucking cold. I am not enjoying this. This is
You don't like the little cold?
no, I don't like the little cold. I do not like 20-degree weather. That is not my jam. This is
Try Michigan.
no, fuck Michigan. There's a reason I'm not living there.
I was stationed there
Oh,
on a
good
buoy
lord.
tender out in the Great Lakes. So
Oh, that has to be the worst. The cold wind cutting through from the lake.
Alaska.
Oh my God. No, thank you. No. Oh, when it's this cold, like we should be getting a second Christmas.
That would imply that we deserve first, let alone a
Well,
second.
hey, as long as the government is still handing out, COVID money, and we can start fiddling with you start joining Wall Street bets, why
Oh,
not?
hey, how is that doing, by the way? Have they bankrupted those companies yet?
Actually, they are continuing to do God's work and dealing damage in ways. I forgot what the number was, but they are now dealing damage to Wall Street in like the trillions right now. Like, no, it's not trillions. It's in the high billions though. Like through the whole silver bullshit, through the GameStop bullshit, through the AMC shit. Like they are all collectively doing billions upon billions of damage to the stock market.
Excellent.
And
Fuck.
yeah, they're still going strong, thankfully. Okay, so Alfredo says again, oh my God, first world problems. How about automation or communism or censorship? All right, guys, pick one of the three. I'm open to talk about any of them, although there are those who believe that with automation will come the gay space communism. So,
Runner, I'd like to hear if you had a thought on that first.
Wait, gay space communism?
You want to go with gay space communism? Okay.
so do you
Yeah.
think that
The fuck is
automation?
that?
So, do you think that automation, like, and the theory is that with complete automation of labor, that we will have de facto infinite resources, and that we'll be living in basically post scarcity Star Trek gay space communism.
What fucking asshole came up with that
No.
idea?
Yeah, who
Well,
the fuck came up with that?
I don't know who came up with it. I'm just the middleman here.
What
I'm just
type
the
of glue
messenger.
what they're sniffing?
Well,
I
I
want
hate
some of
mess.
that.
I do not bear any responsibility for the pipe dreams of communists. Thank you very much.
Yeah, what glue were they sniffing? I want some.
Somebody was
Oh,
seriously smoking some pole that day.
yeah. Well, and you got to imagine the idea that if automation takes all the labor, that it would not de facto result in a complete division between the elite and the serf class. So
I
pretty
don't know.
much pretty much automation would need to the necessity of, as Alfredo is now commenting, essentially genocide of those who will not be supported by this elitist system.
Ah,
Oh, we're talking THX territory.
I
Have you
think
seen that
so.
movie yet?
THS, is that an
Tango
abbreviation?
Hotel X-ray 1138.
Oh,
I told you to see that movie last week. What happened? I can
dude,
tell
I
from
have
your,
school and family.
I can
Like,
tell from
I have no time.
you can play it at 2 times speed on YouTube.
Daddy Carnal has shit to do. All right, he says they got all their little robots ready to go, but can't put us out of a job at the same time. Which is why, what Biden is doing is making more and more sense. Because if you actually had an economic program that employed Americans, it would get in the way of their ultimate agenda, wouldn't it?
yep.
Well, yeah, that's his whole plan. Well, his master's plan has been to collapse the U.S. since what 70 to 80 83-ish 83, I think. Yes, I went there.
And that's just oh. And lockdowns, starvation of the poor in the third world, you don't see it, but look at Mexico. See, now, unlike Israel, I have the luxury of not having to look at Mexico because they're not harassing my border. Now, so I don't have to really look at them and their conditions all that much, except for when it's drug
Imported over
cartels.
there.
Well, not only when it's imported, but when they're how would you say, violently invading, for the lack of a better term, which by the way is completely been I don't know if you want to say permitted, but it's definitely been made a lot easier. So if Alfredo wants to enlighten us onto the absolute state of Mexico at this time, I'm all ears, because uh, how do I put this? I don't have to look at it. Like, I am far removed from that particular issue until you know what I also noticed, and this is going to seem like an off tangent, but when I first came here to Texas about, oh, I don't know, 2015, 2016, I think it was on the tail end of 2015. uh, Mrs. Carnal was informing me of all of the hang on, Alfredo, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Anyways, she was informing me about all of the child abductions in uh, even as far up as North Texas, of people just picking up kids and running with them, and they all seem to be of a Hispanic origin when they were found and described, and they had a sophisticated method. They had this planned out. There were either two or more people to lure the child, to separate the child from the parent, to pick the child up and then run to the getaway car. Like, this was pretty sophisticated. Like, they were not messing around, and it took.
Fuck.
Oh yeah,
Hmm?
we have local tales of people abducting children from supermarkets, and it was pretty out there. It was pretty blatant, and it was. However, since Trump got into office, those events dramatically decreased. Like, you hardly hear about them anymore, and I am certain that over the next year or two, we're going to start hearing more of them again. And I'm not looking forward to that. I don't really look forward to this prospect of having to uh, hold my child ever closer while we're at the supermarket. That's not
Oh,
something
that's
that
what
I'm.
leashes are for.
That's what who are for.
Leashes. Child leashes.
You see, mandatory. You
Laugh. I
might be
don't.
in. You. Uh, you see, in my opinion, children should be trained for voice commands.
Yeah, that they're not dogs. They're uh, doesn't quite work that way. Um,
Well,
and voice commands don't work on adults. I'm just saying. Um,
yeah, and we have Alfred.
Animals
Like,
speaking.
I know what he's talking about when he's talking about the Great Reset perspective. Yeah, I completely get that, and that's not that point of view is not unwarranted. The question is, even if I see it, what am I going to do about it at this point? Like, what is there from the average individual's purview and power are we going to do to stop the Great Reset agenda that has been dictated from on high? Because it does seem like they're really trying to squeeze um, not just the lower class. It's not just that they're not squeezing the poor. They want everyone who is not them to be poor. So they're driving the middle class down into poverty, and the question is, what are we going to do about it? And for the poor who are already there, uh, they're just going to get a massive influx of competition, and in the strata of being in poverty. So Yeah.
It'll be fun. Come on, Doc. It'll be fun.
Okay, so who am I kidding? Power is merely influence on other people. The majority will be affected by it. If we awaken others, we will gain power. The elites can't exist in a world that is against them.
Oh, wait, he was serious. Let me laugh even harder.
Oh, Alfredo, I appreciate your optimism. I truly do, and I'm not knocking it. In fact, I hope
I'll do that
that
for you.
well, no, he has a good hope. Like the idea that people will not allow themselves to be marched into the oven is a noble ideal because it's unthinkable to believe that people would march themselves to their own destruction. But
They'd build their own oven if you could told them it was for their own good at this point.
yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at as well. And so I'm okay. So hypothetically, even if we could awaken, I don't know, 20%,
Go ahead.
30%. I mean, what is it going to take for how much awakening is it going to take for people to realize, no, I've had enough? And so
They won't
here's
wake up until they feel the heat from the burners, and that's the reality.
well, and he responded. He said, "You can do that. Trust me, being optimistic is not really the position I want to be in. I live in Mexico though, so it's pretty much that, or we just wait to die." I I honestly respect that position. Of course, in Mexico, from what I understand, again, I don't have to look at it, so I know very little of it. Uh, but from what I understand, there are still massive drug cartel problems, not just along the U.S. border, but within Mexico itself.
Oh
And
God,
you
yeah.
and you have militant drug cartels basically owning the government and running how would you say local localities. And there have been a few, shall we say, citizen revolts against them, and they have not ended very well.
Talking about the
And
avocado war.
I don't think I'm just talking about the avocado war. Dankula actually did a Mad Lad video about one of them recently, who stood up
Did
to
he?
the yeah. Here's the story: the Mexican government trained uh, a unit of special ops for their own military forces to fight the drug cartels and trained them with U.S. Special Forces. However, when they came back to Mexico, they decided that after being trained to fight drug cartels, to become a drug cartel themselves.
Oh Jesus Christ!
And
And and
ten
and
of
Dankula's
them
story.
decided
Go,
to.
go on, runner.
10 of them decided it would be a brilliant idea. Yeah, I know the story you're talking about. 10 of them decided it would be a brilliant idea to try to take a 77-year-old man's
Yeah,
ranch away.
yeah.
Guess who won when they came
77-year-old.
back? Yeah.
Yeah,
You
they
knew his terrain.
yeah, th- this uh this old man decided with a bunch of guns decided to take on these this new cartel of military trained uh now when I say military trained, I'm not just saying that they had the tactics down. These individuals were particularly brutal, and they like to keep upping the ante. And so, despite all of these horrible acts of domination, this guy was a pillar of the community. He had his own retirement ranch, and they said, "We want this land or else." And he said, "You can get it over my dead body." And that's essentially what happened. He chased them off. He died because of the wounds from the standoff, and they never came back to retake the ranch. They just left it the fuck alone.
Nice.
Yeah. And we have some more comments here. He says, we do. Our country is certainly a shithole. There's no doubt about it. There's not much I can do. I've tried. So I'm trying to do something about what I think I have better chances at succeeding.
Hey, Fredo, I got an idea. I'm just going to float this to you, bud. Allow yourselves to be annexed by the United States. We'll come down there. We'll get rid of the corrupt officials, the ones that don't have to go to prison. They won't go to prison. Okay, and we'll get rid of your drug cartels 105 millimeters at a time.
Well, now here's the problem, mandatory. We
Problem
can't make
plan.
that promise with Biden in office, can we?
No, well, okay, that's a problem. We can't make any promises with Biden. That man can't even remember his own name.
Nope. So, pretty much since Donald Trump has been, for the lack of a better word, ousted by the cabal, and that's quoting New York
Literally.
Times. and Alfredo responded, "That's what I've wanted all my life." Based. You are not a bad fellow, Alfredo. I'm a huge fan already.
I'm a
I
little
live in
fan.
Sonora. I live in Sonora and can't wait to become South Arizona. Amen.
Oh no! You got to keep your old name so that we can keep them straight. Sorry.
Hey, if the man wants to become South Arizona, let him be South Arizona. Because by the way, like Mexico talks about like all of the like Arizona, New Mexico, California. They are taught in school about the quote unquote lost colonies or the lost territories, and they have maps that like encroach past the the U.S. border, and you see here going, my gosh, if this is not the history of sore losers, I don't know what it is. But no, they do have this narrative in Mexico that California should belong to them. And I remember distinctly fighting a war for that territory and winning. And I'm not going to apologize for it.
We didn't actually fight the war. It was the Texicans, Mexicans, and a battalion that mercenary battalion. But those territories separated from Mexico in a civil war and then turned around and joined the U.S. afterwards.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Now, the fact that that civil war was set off by Texicans is kind of a separate subject.
Oh, God bless Texas. We're going to need it soon. Oh, my goodness. So, yeah, that's So I'm sorry, we're not going to be able to help Mexico until we sort out our shit here at home, and there's a lot of shit to sort out. Biden is apparently fixing to take our guns, and I think that will kick off the boog. I don't see that going down anyone's palate.
Because everyone knows that the American justice system does really well with taking people's shit away.
Well, have you heard about Kyle Rittenhouse lately?
No.
Yeah, he disappeared.
Well, yeah, he disappeared, and because he has a very low chance of getting a fair trial, and they went to the judge to get another warrant for his arrest, and for whatever reason, the judge would not reissue the warrant, which is actually a good boy move, good boy judge, because Kyle Rittenhouse just went into hiding, and the judge said, "I'm not going to tell you to go find him. Get bent. I'm not taking your side on this, federal government." Which whoever.
Whoa. What?
Yeah.
The feds are after him now?
it's an interstate crime apparently now, or they had a dispute. I don't know if it's federal now, but one
Okay.
state was trying to look for him, and the original judge said no, he can stay wherever he's at. We're not going to go after him. And so when it comes to the Great Reset, Alfredo, uh, Biden is in the presidency. We have a Democrat-run legislature on both houses,
Have a Tehran run legislature. Go ahead.
and the most of the states are going to be rebuffing Biden and anything that he tries to pass. Like anything that goes through the Biden administration, it it is so weird because the Democrats have both houses of Congress, they have the presidency, and Biden is effectively a lame duck president already. Has anyone ever heard of such a situation in American history before, ever?
Yes.
Okay. But please tell me, because I cannot remember the last time we had, like, in living memory, the last time we had a president who had both houses, and yet nothing, like, even with Trump and the wall, he could still get shit done because A, the military respected him. He had a mandate from the people. No one thought he would win. So Trump did have this kind of ethos behind him that Biden does not have. So tell me, mandatory, about another time in U.S. history where this has happened.
Donald Trump.
Uh, Biden has less than Trump had.
That that may be so. But when Don had control of both houses of Congress, one of the things the first thing he did was try to get Barack Med uh, um, overturned, just be, repealed, excuse me, and he lost by one vote,
Oh,
literally
fuck Mitt
one vote
Romney.
in the year. No,
It was the
McCain.
House. McCain? Oh,
McCain.
okay. So, how do I put this? Romney's the guy who Romney replaced.
Yep.
God damn.
I'm just totally that Romney voted no on repealing Brock Med is about as surprising as stinking shit. But
Yeah.
that McCain voted against it, that's just
You
and
know
when he
what?
did, you could hear the gasps.
Yeah, McCain was a neocon. McCain was an establishment piece of shit from the start, and everyone should have known that. I mean, he was not a good person in life, so I'm not surprised. But no, when I talk, like, at least when Donald Trump signed an executive order, like, the people expected shit to get done. Like right now, with Biden in office, Biden could write whatever he wanted, and all of the states are going to look at him and go, "That's nice."
You. Oh, sorry.
I think it actually cut out because I didn't hear it, but yeah, I don't, I do not know uh what Biden thinks he's going to be doing in 4 years other than sitting behind his desk. Like, okay, they could have an allegedly bipartisan effort and legislation and write shit into law, expect Americans to comply, and just the people will tell them no. I
Fuck.
do not go on.
Oh no, we will be saying fuck you a lot.
Yeah, and it's just it's so bizarre. Like unlike Trump, like they could it, like this is not the same as the left saying we will resist. This is the entire populace going, nah, we don't think so. Try again. That's a nice piece of paper. Go fuck yourself. We're not having it. And Sky Troll is in the chat.
Oh, hey, troll.
Dead. That's what a Biden expects in 4 years.
No, sick.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure he'll live through his presidency, but man, it's Hitler was in better shape than Biden is, and he was literally he had Parkinson's disease or syndrome, excuse me, and a serious meth addiction, and he was in better shape than Biden is.
well, meth will kind of do that. It kind of perks you up until you burn out.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is Biden needs more meth.
Well, actually, it wasn't, but that was the big one.
Wait, what?
No, he does not need more. It's already messed up enough.
We'll have
Okay.
Kamala for that. What are the effects of meth and PMS?
You want to kill everybody for 48 hours, and then you crash so hard that nobody's sure what the hell happened to you.
You responded very quickly. I'm going to assume this is from personal experience.
I have some unfortunate experience with meth, yes, but not my use. Okay.
Okay. Well,
You said my youth there.
well, I was talking about the effects of meth and PMS, and you had an answer right off the bat. I'm going to assume you've seen some shit. So, anyways, back to chat.
Yeah, go ahead.
Great Sky Troll. All it takes for evil to prevail is for good men to do nothing. Agreed. However, when you see things like the Time magazine article where your entire nation's direction has been decided by a cabal changing the rules of the election mid contest, it really puts a damper on your morale.
Your morale or your morality? Because I'm
both.
kind of amoral, anyways.
No, it does both.
And I'm willing to bend a few rules when I know that the other guy's just fucking cheating.
Well, at that point, let's be blunt. If the other guy is cheating, it's almost like a moral obligation to flip the table. Except
and break the pool cue over his head.
Except everyone around you has been screaming, "Nobody cheated," and you're just standing there going, "What the fuck are y'all smoking?" But anyways, on to other topics.
Yeah.
What else do we have on the docket?
Runner, you looked into
Yes.
dirt. Have you looked into dirt yet?
I had been busy with stuff recently.
Oh. Yeah.
So, has anyone canceled their Disney Plus subscription yet?
I don't have
No.
one, so I don't have to worry about that.
I never had one, so it's irrelevant. But I'm going to send her $100 just as a big fuck you.
She does have
There's going to be a post-it note on it saying, "Cancel Disney Plus."
Yeah. And so, yeah, that whole Gina Carano thing. Oh, Great Sky Troll, changing rules, changing goals, changing votes, and complicit in widespread questionable everything. Yeah, that's pretty much where everyone's at. Like, we don't know our heads from our asses in terms of what even we can do, let alone what we should be doing, which is an all-around depressing message. It's very demoralizing, and when your morale takes that big of a hit, you start to do things, or you might consider doing things that you might not have thought you would have been able to do before.
Might be demoralizing for you. It's moralizing for me because now I don't have to play by the rules anymore. Fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm grabbing my brass knuckles and you don't want to play by rules. Yeah, okay, let's play this game now.
Yes.
You're not allowed to wear brass knuckles in public. Yeah, I get whatever.
See now,
Never push a man to violence who's been looking for an excuse to use it.
well, amen to that. But the real problem is the right hasn't been looking for an excuse to do violence up until very, very recently. Up until very recently, the right hasn't even considered violence as a means. And, we might be at the point where it's the only means. And the question is, will the right have the balls to do it? And I'm
One shooting, that's all it'll take.
we already had the Capitol shooting. We already have Ashley Babbitt martyred.
I'm sorry, one mass shooting. One more Mandalay Bay.
Okay, so you're talking about leftist shooting conservatives?
Very much.
Oh my God, that's
It's going to happen.
yeah. We're just trying to figure out when and where.
I'm gonna figure out how they're gonna fucking do it.
Well, and you gotta and you really have to wonder, like, what desperate catalyst is going to drive an insane leftist who has their president in power, literally. What's going to drive them to start mowing down conservatives?
I actually have a probable answer for that.
Okay, shoot.
I've been talking about this for 5 years now. A series of mass shootings that's only intended to terrorize. It's just a terror attack. That's all it really is. Um, they go into bars or clubs or whatever, shoot as many people as they can, run away. Do it again as many times as they can before the cops finally intercept them or they run out of bullets. And guess who I think is behind that plan?
The John Roberts Society.
No. Come on.
Okay.
Come on, Carnal. Runner, who's my big whipping boy?
Fuck, I've seen some of your videos, but I'm trying to fucking remember now.
The four-letter word, other than fuck. It's a
All
four-letter
right.
country.
Oh, really? Okay. All right. All right.
Oh, I'm going somewhere with this. So don't interrupt it yet.
All right. I will entertain the theory. I am.
Runner, do you quit? I don't even know if he's there now.
I don't think he is. I think
Yo.
we
He's here
got.
twice now.
We have two runners.
My cat stepped on my computer, and I don't know what's happening here.
Okay.
All right. So it's Iran, right? Let me cut to the chase. Guess what happened in the Yuma, Arizona sector last week?
Yes, they caught a bunch of Iranian refugees who came over the southern border.
Mexican border.
Yep.
Wow, just exactly what I fucking said would happen 3 years ago. I mean, down to the right general sector, even.
Wow.
I did say it was Nogales. They would come over at Nogales. Okay, I was off by like a couple 100 miles. Kiss my.
Hmm.
But it was the right. It was the right. I think they use the term district.
AOC is infecting your cat. It will vote next election.
Okay, well then my dog is going to be voting next election too.
And you know, we have another comment that says, yeah, they say that, but the left keeps taking over. So mandatory. What is it going to take? What is it going to take for Americans to uh, take over their? What would it take to convince Americans at large to retake their government by force?
Shootings,
Okay.
another terror. And when they see that everything that happened was exactly what people like me and you, and um, can I throw somebody under the bus here?
Yeah, go ahead.
Mindy Robinson have been saying for the last 3, 5, 10 years. And it's going to be so obvious that yes, we were right about everything the whole fucking time. Then people are going to say, no, we're done. We believed you. We trusted you. You lied to us. And you're done now.
Yeah,
And then
and
it'll be fun.
you say it'll be fun, and
That's sarcasm.
yeah, I'm kind of on the fence with that because most people don't understand. They don't just have to believe that that it's possible. We know that it's possible. The question is the cost, and it's not just the cost to yourself; it's the cost to uh, Americans still respect their military by and large. And so it's wondering the cost to American soldiers called in by the government to respond to right wing activism.
Well, it'll be worse than that. You'll have BLM throwing rocks and bricks through Congress's windows too at that point. They'll be
Really?
like, fuck this, fuck you. We believed you. You lied to us about everything. Now my brother, sister, cousin is dead because you lied to me.
Yeah. But there's also this it's just so weird because how do I put this? Things feel like they're getting tense right now and things are going to be violent soon.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I think's going to quash that?
Oh, do tell.
The recession.
No,
I
that'll make it worse.
no. Hear me out. Hear me out.
I hear you.
I think I think that with the coming recession that's going to be hitting us pretty fucking hard, and especially hitting the middle class hard as you know Biden starts shipping our jobs overseas again, which is already happening. Companies are already taking their jobs and moving them overseas, and Americans are you know struggling to find employment as well as prices, which continue to climb due to the inflation that is surely going to come. I think what's going to happen is I need to be careful here.
Hmm.
I think that pressure from the pressure, anxiety, and desperation from the middle class is going to hit such an economic high that it's going to expose it. Like people are not going to put up with Biden's bullshit for much longer, especially if it gets to the point to where they can't feed their families, they're losing their homes, they're losing their employment, they're losing the ability to live and maintain the American dream. However, few still uh, are able to achieve that. Squeezing that middle class is going to out the elites faster than I think the incoming violence will. Um, so in a sense, you're right. mandatory, it will make things worse, but it will also be the way to prevent complete societal breakdown. Because the poor are already poor. They're already going to have all the same frustrations, the same complaints. It's about squeezing the middle class and making and agitating them. And once that happens, game over to the government.
Come on, Doc. It'll be fun.
And here's the Alfredo saying that the recession is the desired outcome. That's the Great Reset. It's what they want. Yeah, I think what they don't understand is that
Not
the
wrong.
recession. Well, no, I actually, even if it is the agenda, even if that is the plan, it's not going to work. It will not be the catalyst for victory that everyone thinks that it's going to be. I really don't think that I really don't think the elites are prepared for the blowback from middle class America. Like this is the same kind of shit that started the Occupy Wall Street, except this time it's not going to be some made up bullshit from left wing Soros organizations. It's going to be literally MAGA people starting these Occupy movements again or something like it. And that's going to be catastrophic for the government at large. Do-do-do.
You completed that thought because it sounded like you had a little bit more in there.
No, I've pretty much completed that thought.
Um, you know, a moment ago I said never push a man to violence who's been looking for an excuse, and you said something about what was it about violence? God damn it!
What I said was that most Americans, most conservatives especially, are not geared to even desire violence as an option. So,
Oh yeah,
I
that it's a means to an end. Well,
yeah,
honestly, for me, for the last 40 years, it's been an end in and of itself. And I just got tired of being the only one getting punished for it. So I kind of let it go. But
aha.
the last 40 years, violence has been its own end. And you'd be surprised how many more people out there like me. And we're getting worse.
I
And,
don't doubt that, to be honest. Like that does not surprise me in the least, sadly. Um,
oh, you don't like me? What?
oh no.
Oh,
Oh,
you don't like me. Listen,
mandatory.
you heard it.
Mandatory. I like you just fine. And I
That's
accept
okay. I don't
reality
like
as it stands, but let's how do I put this? The reason I like you is because you're not like everyone else. And everyone else is gonna have a lot of issues with what's coming in the future. So there's that.
Especially me.
Oh, do tell. What kind of woes await a runner in the outback?
There'll be so many people going to the outback, it won't be even funny. And it will fucking smell. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, I know what he means. I know what he
Oof.
means.
Okay. Are we talking about the Chinese, or
No,
or or are we talking about the indigenous peoples of Australia?
No.
he's talking about Euros. Euros.
Oh, okay.
I'm
So
talking about the people like me who, well, I live in the outback, but I also know quite a bit of bushcraft, but not that much. It's just more urbanized people. It'll be quite interesting for them.
Hmm.
They're gonna
It'll be,
die.
yeah.
Okay,
Mostly
so
of dehydration.
what is this I see about drop bears? Someone
They're
Well,
talking
explain
about
this.
They're talking about koalas. Don't worry about it.
Okay. I had yet to be exposed to that particular phrase for the koala.
That's
yeah,
a fairly famous one.
really.
Yeah.
Hmm. It's the first I've actually heard of it. I have learned something tonight.
Drop bears. Okay.
Uh-huh. It's kind of like the incel panda, the incel bear.
Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about because I don't track the incel community.
Oh, I'm just making fun of pandas because they generally like they have trouble reproducing.
Yeah,
Like
they're
they
not incel, they're stupid.
yes.
They're violent and stupid.
Yes, but they're so cute.
All they do is
They're
they eat
fucking.
bamboo all day and they get lazy, they roll around, and they seriously are too lazy and forget to fuck. So we have to either encourage them to join in Congress or artificially inseminate them.
Oh, hey, no, wait. I have a retort to your last live stream.
All
Pandas
right.
have been shown panda porn and started getting busy.
Wait, what?
Pandas
What
were
about
shown
pandas?
were shown videos of other pandas having sex and started having sex.
Is that
I, I'm
how it works? They show the pandas panda porn?
yes, I'm not even joking. That was the
Oh
term
my god.
that was exactly the term used too.
They made panda porn to help the pandas copulate. Wow.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Mm.
Troll, it doesn't take any pandas to screw in a light bulb because they don't know how. Well, they don't know how to use the light switch.
None pandas don't screw. Oh
That's
yes.
awesome.
Yes.
That,
I'm greatly I thought that was funny. Sky Troll, you're all right. You're all right. I love it. So we've also since last stream we covered the dungeon. We have come to the conclusion, or at least I have, that doggy style is the new missionary. What are your thoughts?
I'm more of a 99 guy. Oh shit! Did I say that out loud?
99 guy. You're gonna have to explain that reference because all I know is in terms of numbers is the 69, and that's a whole other shebang.
Did he really say he doesn't know what that means, Runner?
I
I don't know. I don't know what that means as well.
You have an excuse. You're an Aussie.
I'm
That means
innocent.
anal sex.
oh, dude, you can't. You know you can say anal on my stream for fuck's sake, man.
Oh yeah, I know that.
You,
You might get in
however,
trouble with the overlords, but
I'm just gonna say when you put it in terms of 99, it sounds like you're doing it with a dude. I'm just gonna put that out there.
no, it means any anal sex.
Oh,
Um, but it could mean gay as well.
yeah, that's why. So I was like 99. That sounds gay.
Well, one of my safe words is that F word you can't say on YouTube. I'm just saying.
And that's also one of my favorite corn songs. Back when it was back when metal right before metal has had its balls cut off and turned into emo, like down in like 1993, when and it actually hurts me to say that Korn was responsible for the future emo artists, but yeah, go listen to Korn's first album.
Uh-huh.
There's it's pretty fucking dark, but it still has that you can tell where the emo strain comes from, because Jonathan Davis talks about shit that just incredibly dark shit. Like it's so bad that even when he goes back on tour and he has
Uh-huh.
to sing like his his old collection of songs, he has to get back on antidepressants. Like this is,
Wow.
yeah,
Wow.
for performing his old music sends him into a very dark place, and if you listen to it, you understand why. Like what we're talking about, songs that talk about like early child abuse, um, sexual assault, like the whole gambit, and it
Oh,
is
he must have co-wrote that song for Sublime.
wait, what Sublime song?
Date rape song.
Oh no, darker, darker, way darker.
Oh,
Like
we all gotta ease up once in a while. Did I say that out loud? Moving on.
okay, okay, folks, my wife woke me up because her dog barfed up a chew toy, but it's okay, dogs do that. Well, good luck cleaning that up. Sublime date grape Stanley. Yeah, pretty much. But no, go back and listen to Korn's premiere album. Whew,
Uh-huh.
that was that's some dark shit. And one of the track's names is the F word.
Ah.
That's a good one.
Uh-huh. But back when music was actually art.
Oh, just not really catchy, weird, earwormy songs.
Oh yeah. Yeah, back when big dog, small toy. I don't even want to know anymore, Skytroll. I don't even want to know.
A big dog and a small toy. The toy isn't going to last like more than a
Nope.
half a second.
Yeah, there's a reason that came back out, and it wasn't to play with it again. Ah,
Moving on.
yes, indeed. So moving on from that, uh, so Mandatory is going to be sending Gina Carano $100, courtesy of canceling Disney Plus.
Yeah,
Although I hear, um,
you heard
I,
correctly.
well, I actually saw a different video or heard of a different video where the backlash was so intense against her firing that Disney's reconsidering it, apparently.
Um. Oh, you didn't hear correctly. Where did you hear this?
It was on. It's the same guy who broke the. I think his name's Supreme Overlord or something like that. And he was the guy who was like the how would you call it, the whistleblower for how bad the trilogy films were being what audience tested. Like when the audience test scores came out for the Rise of Skywalker, he was always like, all of the test audiences are saying that it's a shit movie and that they didn't like it. So this same guy came out and said that the backlash to her firing was so severe that Disney executives are have been reconsidering it. Now, I heard that or I saw that video pop up like a day ago. Like it's been some time, so they might have again reconsidered their reconsideration. So who knows?
She just signed a deal with Ben Shapiro to make him.
Really
Yep.
awesome.
Wait, with Ben
It's
Disney.
K
Shapiro.
with it's corn with a K there, troll. KORN.
Yeah, I think he knows that, and he's just messing with us.
Yeah.
And yes, you can totally tap your foot to corn. In fact, their drums and their bass are phenomenal. So I will have none of that heresy.
All right. Runner, what were you trying to say?
With Ben Shapiro.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was making movies.
Yeah, neither did I until I heard about that, and I was like what?
I heard BuzzFeed was making a movie about Gamergate.
Oh my gosh. BuzzFeed making a movie about Gamergate is a lot. It's a lot like the SS telling us about the conspiracy of the Jewish capitalists.
Yeah, I'm
That's gonna be a
having some
fun train
trouble.
wreck to watch.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So we're talking about comedy here.
I have no idea what kind of movie Shapiro's making. Or no. The BuzzFeed article about Gamergate is not going to be comedic material, except to gamers who fucking know better, and are going to be like, they're talking about me. I'm a Nazi. I'm a Nazi. Oh, that's gonna. I demand
And apparently
memes.
it's gonna have Ellen Page in it.
You
Oh, you're
mean the
serious?
Okay, so the chick who tried to become a guy, and because she tried to become a guy, had to divorce her lesbian lover because shit wasn't going well. I mean,
Don't even try to understand that. Okay, just
uh, I've already said it before. I mean, all I know about feminism is that gun control is the worst form of penis envy, and I think that part of that is peaked out in Ellen Page's recent publicity stunts. I'm just saying.
that too.
So Ellen Page is going to be in BuzzFeed's movie about Gamergate. This is
Apparently.
going that this is going to be gamer gold, and like th- they're making our entertainment. And I mean, no one's going to buy it. We're all going to bootleg it. We're all
Oh
going to
yeah.
download it. We're all going to watch it, and we're all going to be memeing the fuck out of it. I mean, we're going
Well,
to
I'm just
have
gonna be memeing.
we're going to have like the Ellen Page version of the is this a bird meme, like right off the bat.
Ow. This has got to be a joke. I'm not even talking about clown world shit anymore. This has just got to be a joke.
What, BuzzFeed making a Gamergate movie?
First of all, BuzzFeed. Second of all, movie. And third of all, game. But anyway, yeah, this is just this isn't even comedy anymore. It's sad. It's just sad. It's like Zoidberg's uncle.
Zoidberg's uncle. I actually don't know that reference because I am not that into Futurama. So I've never met Zoidberg's uncle.
You should absolutely be ashamed of yourself. And I'll just
I know.
That's a pretty good episode.
see, Runner's from Australia and he got it.
Okay,
I
sue me
I
if
consume
I'm
I
not a
consumed a
fan.
lot of American TV in high school.
Uh, yes, I ought to sue you, but anyway, I'll be kind and give you the chance and tell you just go see the Zoidberg's Uncle.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Emote,
Ay,
damn it,
ay.
emote.
Emote.
Runner, did I get that line right?
I think so.
Close
It's been a
enough.
while since I watched that episode.
Okay, close enough then. We'll take it.
Life imitates art, imitates Babylon B. Yes, that's
Who said that?
the Sky Troll is dead on the nail here. With what is it with Babylon B and their gift of prophecy and revelation?
Well, it's sad because it's not prophecy and revelation. They're just seeing what is actually going on and saying,
And
okay,
reporting it
well,
before it happens.
you know, this is what's going to happen next, so let's just go with it. Because nothing is as weird as the real world anymore.
Well, again, and it just goes to show how the slippery slope fallacy doesn't really exist. Like, if you follow anything to its logical conclusion, like there's no one to say it's not going to go that far. You're just being crazy. No, it will
It's
go that
in
far.
there.
It absolutely will. And we are literally, I don't know, how many months do you think we are from a sitcom coming out with a pedophile friend on as like mandatory representation?
A year. Runner?
Y-
A couple of months.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I mean, seriously,
Wow.
we are at the point like
And I was a little
like
bit black
seriously.
pilled.
Like, seriously, fuck trannies at this point. It's not even like we're past transgenderism. We're going into the direction where we're going to have a sitcom where one of the major characters who are going to be introduced is going to be a pedophile, and we're all going to be indoctrinated in this sitcom about how he can't help himself and he's just a really good person and he really loves this underage girl. or it could be a female pedophile and she really loves this teenager boy.
You
She
mean
just
teenage
Why
girl?
can't it be a female pedophile and an underage girl?
well, I mean, because okay, Hollywood is
Cause
not
the
that
gays.
stupid. I mean, look, the Hollywood is not so stupid as to openly admit that homosexuality is grooming.
They've already done it.
I
So
I, I know they've already done it, but they're not going to show it to the public just yet. The first sympathizing pedophile character is going to have a hetero dynamic, most likely, to appeal to the normies. Then we'll slide down on later. Oh, don't get me wrong. In later seasons, one of them will turn homosexual and continue the whole process. But from the start, it's going to be completely hetero.
okay, all right, okay. I'll take
Hey,
that. You got to do
That
it.
by the For anyone who's clipping this stream, this is not an endorsement, by the way. This is just a very black-pilled prognostication of where the fuck we're going as a society.
I think we're beyond the black pill now.
Well, allegedly the step beyond black pill is the clown pill. So, I mean, we're
We're
here,
full on. Well, we are laughing, so
and
I
I mean,
just said half shit I say is a joke half the time.
well, I
well,
mean,
congratulations, your joke came true.
it it's it's gonna come to this. Well, of course, Sky Troll, we disavow the nature of this conversation. No shit,
Yeah.
no shit. And then he comments later, the dark matter pill. Well, it's all been rather dark matter since BLM, hasn't it? Um,
Uh,
yeah, I'm gonna regret that one.
Yes. This this one's getting yeeted anyway, so fuck it. Go.
Yeah, pretty much.
Let's get Yez in here and drop some real F bombs.
Oh yeah. Well, Yiz is not up this late, sadly. So, and I would love to have her on. I'd love to join her for her Friday streams, but I can't because family, school, sleep, all kind of get in my way. But in any case, we do have. Let's talk about Black Lives Matter for a minute, or just like
Or not.
Black culture in general. Or no, this has been on my mind for a while. And I don't know why I feel like talking about it, just because it's kind of fresh in my head.
I'll be right back.
You chose a
Minutes here.
good time to leave.
I'm gonna mute myself. Then
All
I'll
right.
come back. Yeah.
No, I'm slightly annoyed at the black community. Like I'm
Okay.
the whole juxtaposition that white people are to blame for any and all of their woes is just really agitating my brain, because when I was growing up, we had a show on air called The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, for those of you Zoomers who have not uh,
Didn't they
heard of this show,
go ahead. Yeah.
this show, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, is what launched Will Smith's career, and it featured a Philadelphia punk who had his mama ship him out to L.A. to live with his rich uncle and family. The uncle was a court judge, and they live in this grandiose mansion. And Will Smith is this ghetto kid living in this mansion with the rest of with this for the lack of a better word, domesticated black family, where the professor, or like the father figure, the judge, has a very respectable job, has a presents himself as a upright and high standing citizen in society. The daughters are spoiled with all the luxury that money can buy. The son Carlton is an absolute nerd. Oh, I'm sorry. Will Smith was a rapper first.
Well, okay.
That really did not launch his career, to be perfectly honest. Everyone remembers him from Fresh Prince. But
yeah. But keep going. Just keep going.
So, do you know why they took Fresh Prince off of the airwaves?
Carlton got to be too tall.
No, that is not why they stopped showing Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You see,
Okay, go ahead.
They stopped showing the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air because a bunch of black academics looked at the show, looked at the way that they lived their lives and how blacks were living in the ghettos, and saying, this show is not black enough. It doesn't represent us.
Really?
I shit you not.
Remember that, but that's pretty
bad. And to that point, I can only say, no shit. We know most black people don't live this way. That's why we're putting all of this propaganda out into the airwaves, so that maybe the universe will karmically return some of this reality back onto us, and you might actually have a decent shot at living in the upper stratosphere of society. Because we had a show called the Beverly Hillbillies, and 30-40 years down the line, we had a broad named Paris fucking Hilton doing hillbilly shit in Las Vegas. This shit comes back. And so the idea...
Wait a minute. You said Paris Hilton and implied that that was a good thing in general.
I didn't say it was a good thing. I said that it was a manifestation from having the Beverly Hillbillies on TV for so long.
Okay. Just make sure you get that clear.
The point is, society makes and builds things like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air because we have a hope that someday it'll come true.
Oh.
And when you remove that hope, when you remove that image that's being projected out into society at large, it stops being an option. So, I mean, with no real example, like, what was the name of the dad? Philip. His name was
Philip
Philip.
Banks.
Yes. And Philip was a very sophisticated man. He was a very sophisticated individual who, took joy in being an upstanding and respectable person. And in
Hmm.
the show, he is constantly, constantly pissed at Will for being this, ghetto trash version that he has pulled his family out of. And he's like, why can't you just adapt to this? Get with the program, son. And it's just one of the great messages that black people can have this if they do the right things, if they have a family, if they uh,
Stay in
get good grades
school.
in school. Yes, all of those,
Just stay in school.
all of
Good
those good
grades.
and noble things.
Good
And
grades is nice, but just stay.
and they threw it away because it wasn't black enough. It wasn't reflective of their current state. The whole point was to get you out of the current state, to show you can have better things and you should have better things, and society wants you to have better things. And so, and ultimately, I look, as an Italian, let me just tell you point blank, your power does not come from Congress. It doesn't matter how many members you have in the NAACP. It doesn't matter how many people you have in the Black Caucus. It doesn't matter how many black preachers get up on the pulpit and dance and scream at you. The real power in society comes from family. And until you fix that shit, you're on your fucking own. No one's going to care about you. No one's going to care about what you want. No one's going to care about about your justice. No one does. No one will care. It's when you have family to be that power base for you that you actually start, breaking through the poverty ceiling that the black community seems to be forever trapped under. Sorry, end rant.
Okay.
Yeah, the
By the way,
conversations I have with myself driving to work. Continue.
Philip Banks was a defense attorney before he was a judge.
Just one rung to the next level.
Well,
That
I'm just you put him in the judge role way too quickly. But
well, yeah,
see,
but
that's how
he was
wrong you are. I had to point that out.
what? That he was another form of lawyer?
Well, yeah. You were so wrong about your entire rant that I had to point that out.
I know. I mean, it's these small details that will completely deconstruct my entire argument.
Yes.
Uh, Great Sky Troll, it's repackaged eugenics. The elite are wanting reproductive control of those people.
Wow,
Well, I mean, if you actually look at the
that's
numbers
an
as
old one, troll. You
well,
found that?
uh-huh. If you actually look at the numbers about African American abortion rates and you compare them to the population of Wakanda, the alleged population of the fictional nation of Wakanda, black people in America have killed Wakanda over about threefold.
No, I did a video about this, but that was like 4 years ago. 3 years.
I was actually Google searching that comparison like, I don't know, a month ago.
Yeah.
I looked up the fictional population of Wakanda, then I looked at black abortion rates. They're killing Wakanda, literally.
Oh, well, yeah, that's the plan.
And I mean, I, I don't have any objection to anything you or Skytroll are saying. It's just funny how much they are killing themselves, and the absolute madness of saying Whitey's out to get me when most white people don't really care. It's not white people; it's progressives who are out to kill you.
Well,
And yeah,
remember, most progressives are what? Here's a hint: they ain't black.
uh huh. Pretty sure that's racist, but I'm in Georgia, so okay. All right.
Pretty sure what?
Great Sky Troll says that he's pretty sure that's racist, but he's in Georgia, so it's okay. I've got no words. I've got no words.
Oh man!
You do you, Sky Troll. I am. I'm just gonna stay over here. I've said what I've said.
Ah, okay. My
And,
shooting
and, and
gloves are now ready.
so you know what's sad is that there might be a few black people on the program. There might be a few black people, doing the right thing, getting married, staying faithful,
Being
promoting
in high
themselves,
school.
getting shit done, graduating high school, staying married, getting a good job. I got to go to bed. We need our repression rest. Yeah, good night, sir. Anyways,
Nitro.
and here's the real shitty part about that scenario. Those good black people who are getting their families together will have to compete with the other 9 out of 10 black people and their own immediate family. Like all of the cousins that these children are going to grow up with, despite having good parents, are still going to have the examples of their cousins, you know, pulling them back into the old cycle. And
Oh,
so
I've
you
been watching Candace Owens.
no, I haven't the I haven't I didn't know she was saying anything similar to this to be perfectly honest.
2 or 3 years ago, at least.
No,
Yeah.
I haven't heard it from her. I was just thinking about this myself. Is like, what if some of them did, and I'm just like, oh yeah, they have the rest of them. They have the rest of the community to fight against as well. But no, they have the influence of their cousins and their single aunts and all of that stupid degeneracy. So,
Hey, I'm the only degenerate in this live stream or in this stream. Okay.
oh, yes, you are the designated degenerate. You can have this. I
Yes.
will I will let you have it. Skytroll says that Candace Owens is a goddess. Um,
It's very pretty. Yeah.
again, do you, sir? Do you? I'm a happily married man, and
So is
I don't
she.
know.
Wait.
Oh wow.
Happily married woman. God.
Oh, that someone needs to edit that. Someone needs to cut that out. Oh, that was beautiful.
Timing is.
Oh,
I'm gonna
uh,
pay for that, and I didn't even do anything.
oh, yes.
Moving on.
I that is that is a sound of my flogging being moved back to mandatory.
Maybe.
So, and yes, Candace is pretty based, but again, I'll be perfectly honest, there is no attraction there. Like absolutely none. Do
You're back.
Yay.
you know you came just in time. I just finished the whole BLM rant. You'll have
Ah,
to you'll have to listen for that later.
I will.
I love the way
It's
you
hard.
said that, Runner.
I know. Besides, to put my opinion on it, black people don't have a culture. I don't think abortion and single parenthood is considered a culture.
Hey, don't forget the drugs.
Well, it could be a culture. They call it Rastafarian.
Fuck.
Oh, this one's getting double yeeted.
Oh, why are you mad? I'm right. Oh, there was no lie in that statement.
Misogynation, if that misogynate later today, if possible. Okay, troll, you misogynate your heart out. Um,
You know, I'm actually like, you know, all the ethnonats get triggered when they talk about, like, you know, birth rates, population declining, all that wonderful stuff. The cry that you're being replaced. Look, bitches, if your founding fathers decides to import a, a group of slave labor and en masse, you're just going to have to accept that whatever you bring in is going to become a part of your genetic makeup as a nation. So you're just going to have to cope with that. And as far as miscegenation is concerned, the faster it happens, the sooner we'll all get along.
oh, then I'm already there. Part Jewish, part black, and part Korean. Wait, what?
Wait, where did the Korean come from?
Yeah, I know. That's our question.
Okay, so someone banged the the convenience shop owner and didn't tell nobody.
I don't. My guess is probably a Korean slave by Chinese owners who came across, and somehow that slave was no longer under the control of the original owner,
They went rogue. They went rogue.
or was
Godspeed.
sold, or traded, or
Hmm.
confiscated somehow. I don't know. I really don't.
Damn. So, anything else y'all want to? Any more cans y'all want to open up tonight?
Um,
Nah, I don't know anything.
I got a little one. Guess who
That's what
is?
she said.
Yeah, oh yeah, that too. Um, what was I saying? Guess who is in YouTube prison for 3 months?
uh, are you in YouTube prison for 3 months?
Yeah.
What did you
Wow.
do?
Okay, there is a video out there. It's I think it's 5 people sitting at a table. I didn't even really watch it. I just like listened to it for a half second. Anyway, there's this lady who's talking. She says she's a doctor of epidemiology and blah blah blah. And she goes on to say that you don't need masks and you don't need social distancing and you don't need anything for COVID. I'm listening to this. I'm like, bitch, what kind of retarded are you? Okay. I got the video and I did upload it to the YouTube channel because I wanted to present it as evidence of just how stupid some people can be.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't title it. I didn't give it a display mode. I didn't put a description on it. I wasn't ready to do anything with it. And they put me in formal YouTube prison for 1 week, which ends on Monday, and informal for 3 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Like, do they even do like regular strikes now, or is that just, you know?
straight to strike.
Wow.
They called it.
Interesting.
They called it violation of of community standards. Well, okay, that doesn't mean shit, but okay. And yeah, I'm just gonna have to sit there for 3 months and twiddle my thumbs.
Yeah, start doing videos and upload them all when your time's up. That'll piss them off.
I might just do that. I'm thinking about that.
Yeah. All right. So he says, anyone watch Mr. Reagan? No, I have not watched Mr. Reagan. I don't know anything about Mr. Reagan. So either comment about it or
I'm not
just
even
the
sure
answer
what
is
he.
no. So, anyways, oh yeah. So you were yeeted for mocking someone's faulty COVID advice. That's
I didn't even get to that part.
wait, you didn't even get to
I
that part?
I was gonna do StreamYard. I didn't even get to that part. I
Oh
was gonna
wow.
StreamYard it as screen share, but they didn't.
Oh. Oh, I see. Okay. So there's an algorithm that has this video marked pretty much.
Well, I tried to appeal it too, and they're like, "Nope, fuck you."
Okay. Well, that's a yikes from me.
Yep.
um
Oh,
yeah, we have an advertisement for give Mr. Reagan a gander. He's pretty good. I just might. I just might. But on that note, it's getting late. I got to finish up some paperwork here, and I bid all of you adieu. Say goodbye, everybody.
good night.
Smegos later.
Good night.